Hello, people. Well, today, this is going to be a spoiler alert. So if you haven't watched Alien Romulus yet, then don't, and you plan on watching it, then please do not watch the rest of this video because I'm going to be giving away a few spoilers here. Now, Minto, I don't know if it's Minto or Passport Bros, but or maybe social media in general. But I've noticed there's one movie we've started changing things. Like I said, and I'll give you the plot twist on this. So let's go. So in the beginning of the movie, there's a there's Chad, there's the white girl, the star of the show, you know how that goes. And then you got the single baby mama. And I think the white girl, the star show is, I think her name was Rain. So just either Ray or Rain. I can't remember. I think it was Rain. Don't quote me on that. Anyway, and then let me see. You had the jerk. You had Chad. And Chad dated Rain, the white girl, and single baby mama, which I assume, but I can't directly say. I think she messed around with the jerk, and that's how she got pregnant. But they never say that. But I assume that. Anyway, for some reactions in later on in the movie, but I'm not going to be pretty much detailing that part. Um, and then you had the and an Asian shaved hair girl, which I assume she was lesbian, but they never say it, so don't quote me on it. And they had Andy. Now Andy is an android, humanoid android, so he looks human. Everything's pre-human, and because no matter how we do this, they will never. They are trying not to have a black guy fall in love with the white female main character. So so they put it as brotherly love in this picture. But if you pay attention to the relationship, how this goes, this is where you're going to see that we are changing. That mgtow and Passport Bros are changing movies. Now, what happens is, in the beginning of the movie, all the white people have a plan, except for Ray. Ray just run around. She hasn't seen the crew for a while. So she finally comes up against her crew, which is all the people I said earlier. And they say, we have this plan, blah, 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 but we need you, Ray. And she said, how come? What? And she tells them the plan. But it's not Ray they need. It's Andy they need. Because Andy is an android who can get them clearance on the ships to be free from the corporation. Now, the corporation has been holding back people saying, well, if you make a certain quota, you'll be free. But every time you get to that quota, they extend the quota even more. Double it was before. So they have no real intentions of letting people free. Together, right? So, in a nutshell, Andy was found by Ray's father, and his motive is to do what's best of interest of Ray. So Ray, Andy's doing anything for Ray. So later on in the beginning of the movie, it's a slow start, so bear with it. But then when it picks up, it becomes really good. But anyway, the plan is to get to this one place where they can be free. But in order to be free, Ray and Andy can't be there because the place does not allow AI, humanoid AIs over there. So the beginning of the plan was for all the white people to go, Andy to get the ship, get it flown, get it rolled over there, and then kick Andy to the curb. Now, in the beginning of the movie, when I found all this, I was irate. I said, oh, toss the black man to the trash. Well, you lot live the freedom lives. This is some bull crap. Bull crap. That's what I was saying to myself. And all of a sudden, things twisted along the way. So now Andy's getting them the clearances, but then there's a certain circumstance that has to happen where they need Andy to be upgraded or to have a different chip to get security clearance that Andy did not have. So they ran over and saw this other android, and they took the little chip from him, inserted it into Andy. So now Andy's been upgraded, and so has his motives. Now hear this. Now they in the beginning of the upgrade they did, his motives changed, but they didn't say to what. But later on they say his motives are to do what's best for the company. Sounds familiar, right? Best interest of the company. So now he's going over and doing things. He's still doing things for them, but if it conflicts with the company, then he wouldn't do it. Or it would put everybody in danger, he wouldn't do it. So later on, while he's doing all these things, there's a little speech in there. And when he got upgraded, Andy said, because, okay, I didn't describe something, and so let me do this right. Andy is special. So he's not real. In the beginning, before the upgrade, he was special. So he was more handicapped, if you wouldn't say, in some weird way. I don't know why he was handicapped as an AI, but he was. So he was special. So, Rain was mostly taking care of him more than he was taking care of her. But if a dangerous situation happened, he came through for her. Sounds familiar? Anyway, so going through, so she didn't have the heart to tell Andy that they were going to leave him behind, and the jerk had the balls to say it. So it is what it is. Anyway, so going along all that, so he gets the upgrade. So he says, Ray, you will no longer see me as a child. You see me as a man or whatever. Pretty much saying you're going to respect me because I'm going to be coming through for you. He's not going to be acting like the special person his original program was, for whatever reason that was. Anyway, so going along, so now the single mama is trapped behind the door with the alien. And they needed Andy to open the door. Andy knew the alien was waiting for him to open the door so he can wreak havoc. So Andy said no. Andy just looked and said no. And Ray was upset with him, and he said, no, I'm not going to. So the alien attacked the pregnant girl, took her off, and snatched her off elsewhere. So then in the elevator, Ray tells Andy, Ray was like, how could you? How could you? And he said, what? Leave someone behind? Put her in her place saying, you were going to leave me? You had no problem leaving my candy rear. So don't you go there. And she shut the right on up like a little chihuahua with her tail be like. I was laughing. I'm like, you go, Andy, you go. So anyway, going into it, it was so then later, so there was times where Andy was in trouble. So I'm thinking, well, you know what? They're going to leave she's going to leave Andy behind. So the crew's been dying left and right, but I'm not trying to tell you who and what. And so Andy was in trouble. I thought, well, if Ray could leave right now, she'd be perfectly fine. Ray went back for Andy. I was like, oh wow, this is different. And super occasions. So there was one part where she was halfway up, but she let they had somehow rescued the single mama, and she was coming up, and they were on the elevator, and Andy was left in the situation where the alien was down there. I mean, technically she did leave him, but she did go back for him, so I think that was a plus in some ways. So she went back for him, saved him, and then the second time around, it was a different alien. But before, he was pretty much okay because he was an android. So they really wasn't really after him. They were really after all the other rest of the humans. And this new one was an abomination from the single mama putting the alien serum in that was supposed to heal, but it didn't. It mutated. So it came up with a mutated alien baby. Anyway, so this one attacked. So this one sort of. Okay, well, before that, I'm sorry, let me hold myself. There was a scene where I think he went back into one of his seizures. Like I said, he was special, and he dropped down, and Ray was trying to take the upgraded chip out of him. And she convinced him to, but Andy didn't want to. But anyway, so Ray took it out of him. So he went back to what's best, what the best interest for Ray. But anyway, later on he got attacked. No, I'm sorry. So okay, hold on. I'm messing up things. So in that thing, so he said, okay, I'll do what's best interest of Ray. And she said, no, you'll do the best interest for us. And I was so proud. I'm like, oh, yeah. After she saved him a bunch of times. And so the next time he got attacked, he was injured. And they drug. So the next time she came and had to come back for him, which I was shocked about because I thought she was going to leave him to die. So that was a part. So the alien abomination. So after she dealt with the aliens and all that stuff, she put Andy was damaged, and she put him in a capsule and said, don't worry, Andy. I'll do whatever it takes to fix you. I'll get you fixed. So pretty much she's saying she's going to make things work in this relationship, whether it's a brotherly relationship or not. I knew what they were directing it as, right? So she hops in the capsule, they go off. But that's how it ended. And I saw all that during it. But if you get a chance to watch Alien Romulus, take a look at that. Pay close attention to that part. But I was very highly impressed. I was so happy. I'm like, wow, they're trying to say that we're important now. That we are important. That black men are important. Don't discard the black man. Use him and abuse him. No, don't do that no more. He has a right. Yeah, I'm loving it. Anyway, that's all I got for now. You guys, I try not to give too much away. I apologize if I did. Like I said, I did warn you it's going to be a spoiler. Anyway, take care. Peace.